It's game time in Cleveland as the crowd is filling up the Quicken Loans Arena. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win against the Magic in Orlando. And kind of a close game, only a 4-point win, but a win nonetheless.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
That's what you hope to see every game. When it all comes together like that, it's really fun to watch.
And they are on the board first.
Let's see if that gets them off and running.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Westbrook and Oladipo, the athletic backcourt duo. Steven Adams is out there with Taj Gibson. And it's Roberson in the three. Offline with his three. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And on the way from ripping for three. Kicks it out to Love. Cleveland the rebound. Thompson dishes to James. That's tipped. A three ball. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost them.
Yeah, they really cost themselves there for sure. You have to make those shots.
Oh,
yes.
Goodness. Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Basket counts. Irving's got his first basket.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Just talk that one up to a little miscommunication. Sure, they'll get on the same page.
LeBron outside. And sends it back. Gibson passes to Westbrook. And Oladipo kicks to Gibson. Outside Westbrook. Roberson. That's a chance to tie it there.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Smith for 3. Westbrook pulls it in. Thunder trailing by 3. From downtown. Surrounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far. In the game. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. Ennis Cantor's checked in.
Oh my fucking gosh, bro.
For Taj Gibson. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Outside Irving. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Here's Love. And Love throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Westbrook, no good.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Amon Shumpert has come in for James. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Williamson for Irving. Williams dishes to Frye. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Frye's got his first points of the night. Got no good, a bit short. Cavaliers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Williams. Thunder trailing by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
2 left to play here in the first. Cleveland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. into the paint. It's stolen by Adams. He lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop. Excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Shumpert against Grant. The baseline J. That shot is off. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. And here's Love from the arc. Misses that one. He's made one and missed two this game so far. The pass to Abrinas. Out to the wing. Here's Kristen. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Oh, no. He's the last guy you want to put on the line. You just about book the points every time he steps up there.
The Cavs have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts. 81%.
Good on the second free throw. Thunder trailing by 7. To the middle. Cantor, the pass to Kristen. Again, Oklahoma City, no good. And Fry kicks to Williams. Knocked away. Kristen, no good there. And that does it for the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 7. It's the NBA on 2K. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
Pure hustle and desire for the ball in the glass. As long as they continue to give it their all, they'll be in outstanding shape.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Thunder. Taj Gibson is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Andre Robertson. Then there's Russell Westbrook.
He's as consistent as they come on offense. It's really electric to have him on your team.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. J.R. Smith's checked in for Kyle Korver. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Oladipo's checked in. James against Gibson. Down low. Stolen by Kanter. And Gibson kicks to Oladipo. Off target from three-point range.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for LeBron. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Westbrook dishes to Oladipo. Here's Robertson. Off the left rim and out.
Really bad mental lapse by the defense, yet he did not make them pay, surprisingly.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Thunder trailing by 8. Outside Westbrook. The 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. And as always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. You look at Boston. And, of course, the Oklahoma City Thunder. 9.5 games behind. Cleveland leading by 8. James, the pass to Irving. Thompson right side. And Thompson throws it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Timeout is called. First to the game for the Thunder.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
They should consider trying to get closer to the basket. Right now, the shots they are attempting are just clanking off the basket.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
LeBron against Gibson. Screen by Smith. LeBron kicks to Smith. Off target front side. Thunder trailing by 10. Here's Westbrook. And it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish the contact.
Oklahoma City getting their third free throw shot of the game.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And it's Westbrook again missing.
It has not been an easy quarter for him offensively, but I like that he's staying aggressive.
Irving with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Buries the long-range jumper. Irving's got his third bucket of the night. Here's Westbrook. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. Fifth on the list, the Thunder.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Love comes in for LeBron. Shumpert is checked in for Jefferson. And Williams in for Irving. And then for Oklahoma City, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Grant comes in for Taj Gibson. And Chris Dunn's subbed in for Oladipo. Arenas is checked in for the Thunder. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Stolen by Grant. Roberson the pass to Abrinas. Back to Robertson. Grant dishes to Robertson. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
They love getting simple looks like that inside.
Now here's Williams.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And Cleveland making a change here. Korver's checked in. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Thunder.
And that corner 3 is a big-time part of their offensive approach this season. That's the shortest distance three-pointer you can take. And if you can hit that 22-foot 3-ball with consistency, it can be a tremendous weapon.
Williams, that's a 2-pointer. Cans the tough leaner from the outside. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach. Driving and drawing. Initiating contact. Create opportunities. Get to the line.
He doesn't get the second one. On the way, Korver fires from deep. Nailed from three-point land.
Playing smart offensively in the first half. No doubt about it.
That's what they do. They find the high percentage shots, and they nail them.
Grant kicks to Kristen. And Oklahoma City, no good.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
And if you're the defense, you probably should sag off him right now because he's not knocking down anything.
A drive by Shumpert. The shot will not fall. Some solid defense from Grant. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Robertson can't hit.
He just looks uncomfortable offensively, really over the course of the whole game. And his team.
For a simple crossover,
Christian, the pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Where's the box score?
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just love it.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that one was you.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
We've got basketball action at the AT&T Center. We're in San Antonio, Texas, the home of the Spurs, live on 2K Sports. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. Take a look at the Warriors. They had a lot of momentum right now, playing well and looking very good.
This is a team with high expectations, and they don't end with the regular season.
They sure don't. They entered the season with very high hopes and haven't let any distractions get in the way of them.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor of the Warriors, the incredible shooting pair of Curry and Thompson in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Green, and it's Pachulia in the pivot spot manning the middle. Now, here's Parker. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Green against Thompson. And the left fall.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
That defense was awful. That was just pathetic. He should not be that wide open right near the bucket.
Outside Gasol. Three-pointer. The Warriors pull it in. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
Oh, man, yeah. He scored in a number of ways. Half-court transition, inside, outside. They just were unstoppable.
Then Gasol with the dunk.
And a hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one. Curry kicks to Thompson. And Parker, here we go. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
San Antonio shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That one is no good. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pachulia sets a screen for Thompson. Outside for Durant. The three. And it's the Warriors missing.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Green against Leonard. Soft touch off the glass.
Man, so confident offensively. He's helping dictate the pace out there.
It's Curry outside. Buries it from point range. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
You can't let him get in the rhythm from out there. He's too good of a shooter.
Here's Parker. And the shot is long.
He's got to be disappointed with stuff on that one. He has got to knock those down.
From 10 feet out, Curry can't get to go. Parker passes to Leonard. And it's good on the assist by Parker.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pachulia into the lane. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And Golden State also making a change. Iguodala's check in. Ginobili. And the rejection by Iguodala. Curry outside. And the Warriors miss again. San Antonio leading by 4. Anderson kicks to Simmons. Iguodala with the steal. Here's Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
That's part part of his skill set. Excellent recognition on his part to get in the best spot to complete that look.
And the Warriors with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Draymond Green. West comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And that one's good. Simmons.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Nailed from three-point land. The Spurs have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And Mills kicks to Ginobili. It's stolen by Livingston. Stolen. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Mills has got the ball. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
The Spurs shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And it's McGee with the jam.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? The feed to Simmons. He kicks it to Dedmon. 6 to shoot. Here's Ginobili. That's to Simmons. Oh, good with the triple. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Spurs. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And off we go. Close game. Now start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
And it's why they're shooting such a high percentage from the floor. They're willing to run the offense all the way through.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Clay and Iguodala, the potent wing pair. West is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Livingston in at the one spot.
Really surprised to think that one. He made those on the regular.
Thompson. Dishes it to Livingston. Thompson for 3. He made that one. Best number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Murray kicks to Lee. Screen by Lee. The 3 from Mills. Drops in the tray.
The rapid fire threes coming from everywhere.
This is a shooter's dream. They are really letting the outside shot fly.
Now here's McGee. Livingston with it. Out to West. And the dunk by West.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Mills dishes to Murray. Dedmon kicks to Mills. Here's Lee. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
That's just a real lack of physicality in the post there. No reason at all they should have gotten the rebound off that miss.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Leonard comes in for Anderson. And it's Green in for Patty Mills. It's Curry outside. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. And the Spurs making a change here. Gasol's checked in. Now here's Curry. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down as he averages nearly 28 points a game. Drills it from outside.
And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep. The D has to close out a little shorter on him.
Here's the break. And the dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Well, guys, if you're the other team, you now have to find a way to answer back. Can't afford to give up too much momentum.
Now Curry. Pau Gasol missing from long range. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Warriors.
Liking the effectiveness they've shown here from three-point land. And I say, hey, shoot it more. They've been successful with a high field goal percentage, and we'll see if that continues to be a part of their arsenal.
Free throw good, Livingston. A different look now for San Antonio. Simmons checked in for Leonard. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green. And Tony Parker subbed in for Murray. Spurs trail by 5. Parker passes to Ginobili. Aldridge with a screen on Curry. Parker kicks to Ginobili. Here's Gasol. Gasol can't get that one to fall.
Well, that was an awful screen. He didn't seem like he wanted to do it, and as a result, the set failed.
Curry can get it to go.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Out the run. Goes up again. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Simmons.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Parker against Curry. Parker kicks to Gasol. It's stolen by Green. The 8-footer. And it's good for 2. Green's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Poked away. Aldridge dishes to Parker. On here comes Curry all alone. Takes a 3. And the Warriors get it back. Ginobili outside. .24 seconds left in the first half. Misses the step-back jump shot. Durant attack. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Ginobili the pass to Parker. From the wing. No good off the back of the rim.
That's a shot that will drive his teammates crazy. There's just no reason to take it. He should have kicked it back out and reset the offense.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunity and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
Yes, sound fundamentals. Lots of patience that led to that efficient scoring effort.
The defensive duo of Green and Leonard make up the perimeter. Pau Gasol is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Parker in at the 1. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Warriors on D. They lose the biggest of the game.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg just with the doctor ordered us some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Well, also a miscommunication on defense. No one rotates over. See ya.
Now Parker after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. And it's Green missing.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
Well, it really went well according to plan there for the D. They completely baited them into taking that shot, making that move, and they were ready for it.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And here's Leonard following the 3 from Kevin Durant. 5 on the clock. Here's Gasol. But they'll get another chance. Leonard against Durant. There's the dish to Green. Stolen by Thompson. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. It's an 11-point Warrior lead.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Probably their worst defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Well, yeah, they gave up a ton of open looks. The shot kept dropping. Outer.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Gasol. Lee comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Anderson, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Here's Anderson. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night.
Very slow start so far this half. They're only 1 for 4 so far.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. It's Thompson off the drive. From deep, Iguodala. Rebound, San Antonio. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that when they just had an inability on that day to make shots.
And that happens. You run the sets you normally do, but the ball just won't fall through the net. On to the next one.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Man, it looks like the defense is just giving up.
And Mills kicks to Lee. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. McGee dishes to Curry. Launches it. No good that time. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
His in-between game, always a work in progress, but the D still can't just leave him all by himself right there.
Now here's Curry. 11 points in the game. There's the 3. Tries again. Lee with the block. And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here. The Warriors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Simmons checked in for San Antonio. Ginobili comes in for Green, and then for Golden State. Barnes comes in for Klay Thompson, and it's Livingston in for Curry. West kicks to Barnes, and the basket is good. And the Warriors lead by 11.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Now here's Anderson. Back to Mills. All alone. Jump shot good. Mills has got 7 points in the game.
Now, I'm not saying that was the best play call, but that's certainly the desired result.
Livingston. And it's in there.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Now here's Mills. He has 7. Wrapped with some nice D. Warriors leading by 11. And here's Barnes for 3. Drains the 3-pointer. Barnes has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the 3-point line.
They're taking any look they can get from there and just making it rain from the perimeter right now.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he...
And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Warriors lead by 12. And we'll be back with you right after this. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Spurs trail by 12. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Here's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Green is out there with Durant. And it's Pachulia in at the 5 down low. Puts the move on. No good from Gasol.
When he gets it that close to the basket, usually it's a sure flush. But the defense stepped up and stopped him cold in his tracks. Even though he has been lost in the shuffle, his team remains in front.
Leonard, that's for 2. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen poor shot selection.
Well, that's just not wise to take that shot in that situation. He'll think better of it next time around.
Spurs shooting 43% for the game. Murray, no good.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
You know what? That won't show up in the stat sheet, but showing good anticipation. Doesn't get the block, but pretty much had the same effect.
Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. Stolen by Durant. All alone. And Green slams it in.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
Daniel Green, he's checked in for San Antonio. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Was it the best shot to take there? Not even close.
Thompson with it. Leonard picks him up. Durant, the pass to Pachulia. Back to Durant. Up and in on the layup. And the Warriors lead by 16.
And just a little bit ragged defensively.
Well, somebody needs to wake them up and tell them they need to put forth a much better effort on D if they want to get back in this one.
Left block shot on the way. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Well, he hasn't gotten much to fall, and it's costing his team dearly.
Outside, Green. And Green slams it in.
Undersized power forward, but his ups are tremendous. That's why he can be successful.
And Parker, here we go. San Antonio again missing. Warriors leading by 18. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some.
Now he's just showing off. With range like that, incredible.
Curry with the steal. A pull-up. And another basket for Golden State.
And the lead's not getting any smaller. Just an incredibly well-rounded performance here on the road.
And we all know that winning away from home is never easy, but these guys are putting on a clinic on how to do it today.
Thompson from long range. And another three for Golden State.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, some people call it front running, but as the league continues to expand, their confidence continues to soar right now.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting for San Antonio. And he makes the first. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Gasol. Jonathan Simmons comes in for Leonard. Manu Ginobili's checked in for Green. And Murray's subbed in for Parker. Then for the Warriors, JaVale McGee's checked in for Green. Barnes comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Thompson.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
this was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for Curry. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Here's Livingston, and it's in off the backboard.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
Well, the fans have sounded lost and disappointed, which is exactly what they were hoping to accomplish.
And it's the Warriors' ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Kicks it to Pachulia. Beyond the arc. Offline. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Washington Wizards. Looking at the Wizards, they're enjoying a better winning percentage to this point than we saw last season, an encouraging sign for the players and the front office. And guys, let's talk John Wall, the leader of this team without a doubt. When they struggle, though, does he get too much of the blame, Kenny?
No, that comes with the price tag of being a max contract player, the leader of your team, all of those things, the face of the franchise. The best player gets the credit, and he also gets the criticism.
I agree with that, but as good as Wall is, there are 4 other guys on the floor, and they all should share responsibility for a loss, not just the max guy, Kenny.
And now we send you to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
The Wizards are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this game. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action.
Oh, yeah, I can tell that's fun. That's in the pot. All right, one more. Yeah. Let me see how I did. Wait. Oh, come on. I could have sworn I got in the super pot. Oh, Chef BB. What do you want now, Tina? My friends have this cool new toy. I really want it. Well, wait till Christmas. They sold it out everywhere. Wait, even better. But Jeffy, it's a course to a hammer, and I have to have it. Well, it's not that cool. Look, what does it even do? Well, you put it on the table, or you hold it, or you do something, you spin it. You spin it in a circle, Jeffy.
Along with Greg Anthony and Doris Burt, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. Right now, the 76ers are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans. You love to get the ball rolling early in the season. That's what they've done.
And seeing where the 76ers are, they have hit the ground. Running this year.
And we've got...
Well, guys, the connection between Prez and his former high school coach, Washington Falls, goes beyond your typical coach-player relationship.
Thanks, David. And so often for NBA players, a high school coach is so much more than a coach.
It's a great point. I mean, I remember Washington Falls playing in college way back in the day, and you can see his no-nonsense.
Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against Houston.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
That's what you call precise execution. And to do it in front of a loud, hostile crowd, they had to have excellent focus and discipline. That was really well done.
Prez, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Wall. And it's Smith with the assist that time. Wall's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Can I return? Jeffy. 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 He's so distracted by the pitch spinner. He didn't even notice me. If I use this blow and knock Jeffy out with it, I can take his biggest spinner. Oh, yeah. I really want that biggest spinner. I really want that biggest spinner. Take a picture. It's mine. It's mine. I finally got a biggest spinner. I'm gonna call and show my friends. All right, Jeffy, I'm back. Jeffy, what happened here, Jeffy? Oh, hey, Daddy. Jeffy, why is there a broken glass bottle on the couch? What am I doing, Daddy? I was just playing with my biggest spinner and everything away the door. Jeffy, where's your biggest spinner at? Where's your biggest spinner at? I don't know, Daddy. Where'd it go? Please don't tell me you lost it, Jeffy, because the biggest spinner makes me happy. And you'll make me with Jeffy when you play with it. One day, if you can't find my biggest spinner, I'm just going to play my Jeffy.
Hey, get over here, guys. Let's talk. Shoot the ball. Or get inside. And then trust your teammates to make a play.
Just checked in. For Washington.
Alright, Chad, this is what we're gonna do. 2K pissed me off. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna do some reactions. That's exactly what we're gonna do. First, just let's see.
sorry. Are you a doctor? Did you go to 12 years of medical school? No. Well, neither did I, but there's no pencil in that nose. Sorry, Jeffy, it's not up your nose, so we have to look somewhere else. Why would there be a pencil in his nose in the first place? Okay, so he keeps a pencil in his nose at all times. And he lost it, and we thought maybe it was stuck in his nose, but I guess not. Yeah. So why don't you just find a new one? We already tried that. Yeah, he doesn't want a new one. He wants to hold it. Just tell him to get over it. Well, we have to get over it, but then he does this. Okay, stop. You're going to hurt yourself. Stop. Okay, Kate. Where's the last place you had your pencil? I don't remember. You don't remember? Oh, okay. So, what if I told you I could make you remember? What? Yeah, I have a machine that can let you watch his memory from the third person like you actually did. Are you kidding me? Yeah, it's pretty incredible. It's called a memory look-back machine. Someone just made that up. No, I didn't. It's really, really expensive. It costs trillions and trillions of dollars. It's really advanced technology. Yeah. Well, it seems too expensive for us. Well, I mean, it costs millions, per second to use. But, I got a special sale going on today. You have a special sale? Yeah, it'll only cost you about $19.95. $19.95? Yeah, it's a good deal, right? Yeah, we can watch his memories to see when the last time he had pencil was. Yeah, it's incredible, but only in the last 48 hours. Anything past that doesn't work. Okay, well, hopefully you got it for the last 48 hours. All right, let's do it then. You got it with you? Yeah, I'll go get it. All right. Here is the memory look-back machine. Wow. Wait, it's already set up? Oh, yeah, we're already looking at Jeffy's memories. See, these wires go into this iPad covered in tinfoil held together by tape, and then straight into Jeffy's brain so he can steal his memory. It's not going to hurt him, is it? Oh, no, don't worry. It's only going to hurt a lot. What? Just kidding, sweetheart. That'll be okay. But he will be at an increased risk for brain cancer. Brain cancer? Yeah, I mean, you can't have a little hospital. All right, Jeff, this will do. Okay, so what's the first step? Well, let's see. Jeffy, when's the last time you remember having your pencil? Yesterday morning. Okay, yesterday morning. We just set this thing for yesterday morning, and then take a look. Okay. Oh, good morning, baby. Ready for my pee-pee? He was violating that Cheerio box. Jimmy, that was gross. Ew. You know I love me some Cheerios. Okay, well, let it help with it all. He still has his pencil. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess the only thing to do is just keep skipping forward until he loses his pencil. Okay, that sounds good. It's my day.